heard... Okay, good. Sorry, I thought I heard echo for a second. That was bad. I meant to stream yesterday. However, my airbrush painting took a little bit longer than anticipated. I started airbrush painting all of the Mercy Wings yesterday at 9 AM and I planned on finishing them around noon, and then we were going to be doing detail painting after lunch. However, I ended up only doing a 10-minute lunch break and I was painting from 9 AM until 3:30 PM. I was a little fried and I did not want to stream after that. So today we're actually going to be doing our detail painting on the wings. So yay, I'm excited. And it's been a little bit since I streamed, almost a week I think, but it was definitely a nice break for me to kind of step away from my cosplay since we submitted for the TwitchCon cosplay competition. I have not heard any results yet. So cross your fingers, we're still hoping to get in. If not, we'll still continue working on this cosplay. So, yeah. Hi Mike, Helma, hi Mel. Aww, I missed y'all too. But yeah, had a lot of fun doing, well, I finished the apartment, so that's done. I just have to get like a table out of the place. I'm trying to sell it, it's too big. I don't have a car to hold a dining room table. So trying to get rid of that, and then basically I can, give them the keys and be done completely with that place. Goodbye. So that was like all day Saturday, and I did a little bit of cosplay making. So I say that we're on day 30 now. We're probably more on like day 27, but whatever. Easier to keep track with the day of the month. So yeah. Anything else? I don't know. Hi, Amy, welcome on. Oh, I did, we're gonna put this to the side temporarily. We will get to that in a second. I did do some CAD work, and if you follow me on my private Instagram, which is a Patreon exclusive, you've seen a lot of the progress work on here. And the crown, the front part of it, so let's see if I can do it. There. Boop. I have to do everything backwards from what I see. This is just the prototype right now for the front half. The back half, so the crown's so large, I couldn't put it on my printer bed in one piece, so I had to split it in two different sections. And you can see here. And it was just a really quick rough print just to see how it would look. I ended up cutting it off here, and the back half I had to print separately, which totally failed. It did not work whatsoever. So I'm happy with how this came out. Right here I have a hole in it, so that way I can put the acrylic rod in to hold the glowing star and moon thingy. So it looks kind of like it's floating. And then maybe do lights, I haven't decided. And then on the back, obviously there's a lot of cleanup I would have to do, but this is, let's see, can I get focus? There we go. This is, again, just a prototype, so I'm not really concerned. But what I need to do is I need to add a hole for a magnet. The crown is going to be attached to the wig via magnets. So that way I don't have to try to put on a wig with this on it and like stab myself in awe. So yeah. How long does it normally take me to finish, or to usually complete a cosplay? It really just depends on the cosplay. Some of them can take a week, some of them can take 2.5 months. So this one will be more of like a 2-month one, and we're on day 30. So, a month-ish. And also depends on life things. If I've got a lot of work or something for doing blueprints or tips videos, Patreon stuff, then that'll kind of change things up. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this came out, and I'll have to redo the CAD on the back and kind of make it a little nicer. But this is also ABS material that I printed in, so not bad, not bad. I normally don't do 3D printing stuff that are like in the round. It's more normally just like swords, which are kind of flat for the most part. So you do LARP and it takes you forever to complete something. Oh, nice. I've been really interested in trying to see if I can catch the LARP group that's here in town. But yeah, so that Do I have anything else? No. I feel like I haven't done shit, but that's okay. Alright, so wing-wise, this one is already done. I already did the detail paint on it. Let's see if I can dash like as far out as I can go. The crown looks really hard to do in 3D printing. It was a little bit, just because I ended up finding a website that had like free body parts that you could use, and so I ended up getting like a STL file of a female head, so it was a lot easier for me to kind of visualize where it would sit, rather than me trying to draw a circle and then figure that out. And it was just a scan of somebody, so it was a lot easier to work around with that and kind of do my lines based off of, like, I shrunk the head down so it kind of fit my dimension, but it was a lot easier to kind of sculpt around that. And it's just a general size because there is going to be obviously the wig, and all my hair is going to be packed up in a wig cap, so that's going to probably add a little bit more poof. But the crown, if you're interested, it actually does not fully go in a complete circle. So I have it where it ends here, and then the back would end up ending like here, and so you'd have about like a 5-inch gap. So. Hi Terrible, welcome on. So yeah, here are the wing in this bluish purpley color. All of these are now black. The whole thing's been plasti dipped. Oh, that's what took so long. Yeah. And then the airbrush painting, normally I would have been fine airbrush painting yesterday and finished in time for a stream, but it was a little bit humid, so everything took like twice as long to dry. So yeah. But I'm pretty happy with it. And the detail painting we did was very minimal. I typically will add just some black acrylic paint, which we're going to be doing on other parts of the wings today. And I go around all the edges, for airbrush painting, you typically use masking tape to kind of mask off areas for painting. And so like the black I would cover, and the purple I would cover. But there tends to be a little bit of a line where sometimes there's no paint, or the airbrush paint kind of goes under the tape just a tiny bit. So I did a little bit of black paint there, as well as all of the blades, because these are plasti dipped and this part is not. It is just a plexiglass. When I peeled off the paper and tape that were here, the plasti dip, when you do so many layers, it ends up, because it's a rubber spray paint, it ends up kind of sticking to both parts. So there's a little bit of a fluff of an edge, and it's not too bad, but I just ended up using black paint on the plexiglass to go around, and it makes it look a lot more clean and not so, ugh. Like you can see a little bit, let's see if I can get it for y'all to see. Right in there, you can kind of see. And that's just where I've kind of used some black acrylic paint, and it's helped look it a lot, or make it look a lot better. You wonder if I can have a head scan? Yes. I've actually considered doing a whole body scan, but it ends up being anywhere between $150 and $300, and then it's every place that I've seen them at a lot of conventions, and I've talked to people about it, but it's kind of, well, what's the file you have? How workable is it? Because a lot of times they're doing it where we can scan you and make you into an action figure right here. And I'm just like, I don't want an action figure, I just want the file. And they're like, well, we can do that, but it's just kind of, So I've been looking into it a little bit more, but I've kind of held off on it. But it'll help. It's one of those things where I'll slowly invest in that, and then I'll slowly invest in the ZBrush, because I really miss my ZBrush. Be like, I already have an action figure. I already am an action figure. Okay, yeah. No. But let me get the other part of the wings, and both of these smaller ones are done, so. And turn the fan on. Hi, Furfur. And what we're gonna be painting today is these. And I'm really happy with how it came out. So yeah, and I ended up painting, this part is PETG, I think, material, or it's PEGT. I always get that confused. But it's a blue filament for 3D printing, and the color was too blue, and I wanted to kind of be really pretty when the lights were off. And you can still, I'll turn them on. So it still turns on. The color that you're seeing is not accurate. It's actually a lot more blue, like a deeper blue, where on the screen it looks a lot lighter. Let's see if I can put it in a darker spot. So you can kind of see that's closer to the color. Hard to see in a Lightroom, I know. And all I have is like my circle light on up there and then the window. But yeah, you can still kind of see it. So, what we're going to be doing with this is we're going to be doing more black detail paint. So around all of the moon, we're going to go through and do some black detail around all of these pieces. There's a little bit where the blue paint kind of went onto our purple, and I'm going to have to kind of do a light black to kind of hide it some. As well as we're going to do some touch-ups to the silver and to the blue. This, I'm trying to make it look like all of my other blue pieces, and that's where they're more like gems. So we're going to add a little bit of blue acrylic paint and add a little tints of highlights and stuff just to give it that extra little pop from a distance. It will look more like a gem. As well as we'll be going around the edge right here with the black acrylic paint. And then we may do some minor touch-up paint to the inside, just where I had my tape. There's a couple of spots that look a little funky. And you know me, I'm even though nobody's really gonna notice it, it's one of those things where every time I see it, I'm just like, it's there! Ah! So we're gonna be doing this today. I don't think it'll take too long, but I don't know. We'll see how much chatting I get into and how slow I end up painting today. Cheers, everyone. See ya. Oh. And at the end, once it's dry and everything, I'll show you with both the pieces together. If you're interested on how I built all of this and the wings put together and moving, watch my last Twitch video and the highlighted clip. That'll answer all your questions. So yeah. We will be sure to distract you a bunch. I'm sure you will be. I'm sure you will be. Okay. First I'm gonna go through, and I have pliers. They're flat on one side, cut out a 45. They're wire cutters. Sorry. Blah. Ignore what I just said. Yes. But just to kind of clean up a little bit of the fluff on some stuff, just kind of look it over. And I'll try to keep as much of this in the stream as possible. See, can you still see me? Yeah, then you can see more. Cool. How has everybody been? A resin printer? Yeah. I want one. I just don't have one. But that would be another, it would add to the cosplay, definitely, having actually resin printed gems and stuff. I'd also want to start doing molds of things. I just am not set up for that right now. And that would make the process just a tiny bit longer to do. And even with those, I would still, so with resin printers, you still have a little bit of marks and stuff, so you'd still have to clean it up, then do a mold, and all this other stuff, and then it's just a lot of work. And money. But yeah, I've seen a couple of other cosplayers get theirs recently, and at my old job we had them. But don't have access to it now. And it's one of those where, how many times do I do cosplays with like gems in them, and they only are a lot of times a lot smaller in size, and so I have to look at the cost of how much is it to buy one, and I'm not just gonna get like the cheapest one available. I want to get the best one for what I need, and I'd rather invest in something that's gonna last me a lot longer and be good for what I need. But I have to look at that, do the pros and cons, and see when would I really be getting my money back for how much time I can do it other ways versus that way, if that makes sense. Okay, so that is done, that is done. Let's go ahead and do, so I already have it like this. We'll do our black line here, and let's see if I can... Wrap it up a little bit, that may help. Can I go in? Come in with it? That's like the max, just about. Ah! Okay, so again, I'm using acrylic heavy duty black paint. And I typically, when I do airbrush painting, I typically always go back and I do some sort of hand acrylic paint in some spots for details, for cleanup of some of the airbrush paint. Like, yeah. So that's kind of what we're doing. And normally I like to water down my acrylic paint a little bit, but for these, because it's going on the plexiglass, I really want it to be, to stick a lot better. So let's see. So like, I don't know if you want to see like the whole thing or close up. Let's see if I do that, then I can. Looks good as you have it. Okay, cool. Thanks, Mel. So did anybody do anything fun over the weekend? I know a lot of people were doing weddings again this weekend. Which, I feel sorry for everybody that's doing an outside wedding, because it's really hot. Got a wedding to go to in a few weeks. See? Who's it this time? And we will end up doing the black paint on both sides. Your aunt is getting married, or remarried? Like renewal of the vows, or to a completely different person? You like the guy, he's cool? Okay, nice. New guy, gotcha. Yeah, I had, at the beginning of the month, my aunt was renewing her vows. Or, were they renewing, or? They were either renewing or they were celebrating, like, I don't know, 20 years being married or something. But I didn't end up going to that. You're not 100% sure if you'll be able to make it there? Oh. Is it not near you? It's an 8-hour drive or so. Not bad, but you have a good job. Have a good job prospect, so that might be... Oh, okay. Well, hopefully you get the job. What's this one for? Almost done with this part. Remember that one you told me was looking really good a few months back? The manager said the place specifically contacted me and asked me to apply for a new position. Oh, nice. Well, hopefully you get it. Hopefully it's a better job than the last one that you originally applied for. Janitor. Poor Mel. Sort of. I'm curious then. You will be cleaning up other people's messes in a sense. Okay. His last job had free pizza though. How can you get better than that? Oh yeah, weren't we like joking at one point about how you got to test out the pizza or whatever? Or was it something else? Ah, almost dropped the phone. That would have been bad. It was no joke. We had unlimited pizza on test. Nice. There would be a live band at lunch sometimes, no idea why. Huh. I actually ended up going, so I went bar hopping on Friday. That was fun. I went to 3 different ones, which is like the most I've ever done. I may have gotten a wee bit past tipsy. It might have been feeling it a little bit the next morning. But it was a lot of fun. Ended up going to, I actually had pizza on Friday. Went to Pipe and Plow, and they were starting a live band there. And then I ended up going to, I don't remember the second place, the name of it. It's new here. And went there and ended up getting a cider, and they had a really good fiddle player there. Not like typical like country fiddle. It was like they were doing kind of dirty songs almost, but it was a damn good fiddle player. and then a guitarist that was singing. And then at the end of the night, ended up going to, I think it's called Wilson's or Willie's or something, that's like right next to my house. And ended up getting some like bean and cheese nachos so I could kind of sober up some, and just sat there and drank water. Like, had a whole guess my age thing, and then same with the bartender, like back and forth. It's fun. Came from my Instagram. This progress is sick. Can't wait to see the final piece. Aw, thank you. And welcome on Discarded Foot. Yep. Dirty songs are the best songs. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, I do cosplay streams 2 to 3 times a week, and then we'll be slowly getting back into our gaming streams, which, speaking about games, I finally bought Daisy, and I had so much fun. I played it way too long last night. I think I played it from like 9 until 11, and then I played it all this morning, so yeah. And I just have it on like a server that only has like 1 person right now, and my roommate was kind of helping me last night to figure things out. Because I've watched so much of DayZ. I love watching people stream it, and then I found a streamer that does role-playing, and so that really made me want to finally buy DayZ after, you know, watching it for 3 years and being obsessed with it. So I've done like a small little, like it has up to 120 people can be on it at one time. But it's really fun. It's got a lot of cool mods on this server that I'm doing. And I'm just kind of running around, exploring, trying to figure out how to play. Like I know how to do like everything, but I don't actually know how, just because I've watched so much. And it's interesting to finally, for like 2.5 years, I only watched DayZ players that did PvP. They didn't have a base. I didn't really know there was base building. And all they did was run around and kill people, and like snipe. And I really loved it, but it was like, well, it's probably not my type of game. But then the role player server I found, I ended up seeing that they have all this base building, that you can interact with people, and that just made me like fall in love, and I finally bought the bullet. So, did you build a giant base? No, not yet, not yet. It's actually, you have to have a lot of specialty tools. So you have to have like an axe to cut down the tree, then you have to have another, like I think a saw or something to cut them into planks, and then you have to have nails. So you have to find nails, and then you also have to find a hammer so you can hammer the boards together, but then you have to build posts, and then there's like so many things, like in real life. How many tools do you have to build something from start to finish? And you have to do that in DayZ too. So, hi Jason, welcome on. How are you today? And I saw you took the puppy to the dog park. Did Easel really like it? You think most of the stuff didn't exist until recently. You're guessing it was a big patch. You built everything with a wrench. Oh, okay, yeah. Nope, it's not like that. You can fix everything with duct tape though, just about. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. You should, if you want, you can play it with me, Mel. I can get you the server info. You do have to download a bunch of mods specifically for it. And there's, it also has a whole cannabis growing and selling feature. And they have joints in the game and stuff. And it's a specific mod. I don't think it's actually part of DayZ. But that's fun. And the one I'm on is just a PvE, but it has KOS for the military bases. So it's nice that I can kind of figure out what I'm doing. You can use a wrench as a hammer. Yeah, I know you can use an axe as a hammer, I think. Yes, Diesel really enjoys the dog park. Nice. I hadn't seen that one before from your pictures. Did you end up ever taking Miko to that one? You can honestly use anything as a hammer, just swing it hard. Yeah. Well, I found where I want to build my base, and it's like on top of a hill, and it's got like a little cliff that you can look over. There's tons of shrooms everywhere, and then there's a creek bed right next to me, and then a little bit farther there's like a town or a little village thingy. So that's nice that I can kind of go there and get everything. So use Nell's head as a hammer. All right, so we did the edge of all of these. I'm gonna flip it and we're gonna do the same thing on the opposite side now. Civilization and duct tape. I have actually not found any duct tape in the game. But the server was nice because when you started on the beach, they started you with a canteen that was filled, a sandwich, an apple, and then I think you had a couple of rags or something, so you could use them as bandages. So Katie and you were to get. Oh, okay. Oh, what was the thing you posted about a car wreck? And you like tagged Katie in it or something? She didn't get in a wreck, did she? I didn't quite understand it. I didn't read the whole thing, so. Hey, you know me though, Mel. How long do I play games when I get into it and I have to stop myself? It's expensive. Oh yeah. Well, it's I think I got it for like $45, which is more than I wanted to pay. There's a little bit of tape on it. There we go. But it's something where I'll look at how long I normally play these type of games and the value of like the cost, and I think it should be fine. There we go. But yeah, I hope to, once I kind of figure it out, I'd like to go to like an RP server. Possibly, anyway. Isn't it like 7 years old? Yeah. Oh, sorry. It, a few months ago got released on Xbox. So that kind of raised the price from my understanding. And you thought that in your country they complain about the price of the games? Oh, isn't, because you're in Germany, if I remember? I might get that wrong. But yeah, aren't they like twice as expensive or something? For some reason? Everyone complains about the price of everything always. Oh yeah, definitely. Poland. Darn it. It's in a general area. Kinda. Sorry. Hey, I at least didn't say Canada. I know you're not the Canadian guy. Thinking about having t-shirts made for the Tank Crew? I like that. We could do it where we wear them under our uniform. idea. I can give you my info of where, or the website that I go for my t-shirts, if you want. Just text me to remind me. Which I do need to update my t-shirts, because mine have my old font on them, and I want to have my actual logo now that I have a logo. So yeah. Poland's not far from Germany. Yeah. It's on Earth, so close. Thanks, Mel. Thanks. Okay, I gotta prop this up. That'll make it a lot easier. So this one is definitely like my dragonfly Mercy. I do not feel like a butterfly for this one. I feel like a really pretty dragonfly. And that's just because of the wing extensions. Where like Combat Medic Ziegler was kind of the same build where I did plexiglass and all. You couldn't really see through it, but that one I felt more like a butterfly. And this one I feel more like a dragonfly. Yeah, I'm really hoping, so we're supposed to find out no later than the 2nd of August about if we made it into the TwitchCon cosplay competition, but they said that they may release it earlier, and it's kind of like, for me, even though I know I should still be working on my cosplay here, and I am slowly, but it's like I've kind of like put a little break on it because I'm like, I want to know the results first, and I don't know, it's just weird. There are definitely some really good people entering, so. Texas Military Forces Museum Vehicles Support Crew. Oh my gosh, that is a really long name, Jason. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Hi, Just Great, welcome on. And you're using the new note. I don't know. Cause isn't it the TMHS? The title, and then it's, yeah. And like, I don't like the support crew, because then it's like, yes, we do support the Sherman, but we're not the supporting crew. We are the crew. Kinda. You get what I mean? Like, Hold that there. Sorry, I'm having a hard time seeing this spot. Where did we finish? Okay. How are you doing today? Just great? Did you, I know that you'd set up a new resume or something and sent it out. Have you heard anything? I don't know, I'm still not, I don't know. Doing alright, people are leaving me alone mostly. I guess that's a good thing, or is that, I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Haven't heard anything yet. Oh, okay. Alright, so that part's done. And once I'm done doing all of the acrylic painting details, I'll end up going back later and we will do a clear coat over everything. And that'll help with an even shine throughout the whole entire piece. In this case, it is fantastic. Okay, good. Oh, I do have to do a shout out, or an ad or whatever. If you scroll down on my Twitch page, you'll see that there is me in a pair of, well, an outfit, and if you use code Tiffany Gordon 15 on Get a Threads website, then you'll receive 15% off your order. So you can check that out if you just click the image, or go to getathreads.com. Have a sponsorship? I don't know if they're considered sponsorships or not. It's more of like an agreement with a promo code for a certain amount of time, I guess? I don't know. You have the exact bathing suit for yourself. I'm sure you'd look lovely in it. Yeah, they've got 3, or I think in total 3 different ones. So yeah. That was a fun, it was a fun shoot for me. I did on Sunday, so. And I still have not figured out my Overwatch one. Like, what the hell I'm supposed to be doing with that. So once I do, then I will give you all of those promo codes, but I don't understand, like, I don't know. You would feel lovely. That's the important part. You should buy one and meet Tiffany while wearing it. That would be really hilarious. Oh my gosh. I would definitely take a picture with you and post it. I'll go get mine out and we can be like, we're twinsies! Okay, so we finished the blade part. Sort of. There we go. Okay, next we're gonna do the little trim around here. So let's see if I can zoom in some. There we go. Oh, I gotta check this real quick. Yeah, you can't imagine wearing anything like that. Yeah. It's like, men can wear it, it's just focused more towards women. But that would be cool. That would be something I can message them about, like, people may be interested in like a boxer kind of design or a brief or whatever of that. They're technically not bathing suits, Mal. It's a crop top and a bikini bottom. No worries. So right here, if you see that there's any white spots, it's because the to fill the gap from the plastic or the EVA foam to the 3D printed part, I ended up using Quick Seal, which is typically your method for if you're doing any type of EVA foam, how to hide your cracks and seams. So that it may take a little bit more coats to kind of stick. Oh, sorry. There we go. And we have exciting things happening on Patreon next month. So on the 1st, we will end up adding 2 new tiers. So we'll have the print tier and also the fan sign tier. So you can look forward to those. And the print tier is unfortunately only going to be US available for now. I gotta kind of figure out the shipping stuff, and then if I do open it up for outside of the US, it'll most likely go to, like in a future, it'll most likely be where shipping is every, like you have to be a Patreon for like 2 months and then I ship everything in one package, or 3 months. I know that's how most people do it. If you get a job, you plan on joining Patreon? Aw, well thanks. But don't worry about it. We've been slowly making way with it, so that's exciting. I'm surprised they can use all of this. Okay. Sorry, I had it turned up. It's the first time I've heard this on this station. Business is good then? It's not good, but we're definitely getting somewhere with starting it out and opening new tiers. So definitely doing a lot more than what I was anticipating for like opening up these. So yeah, I guess it's good. So you can see, so we did the detail right there on that side, and we're slowly going this way so you can see the edge over here, how it's still whitish. music of childhood. Oh yeah, that's why I turned it up. It sounds great. Okay. It's like kind of hard to paint this area and get my hair not in the paint, hopefully. Yeah, I don't even know. Perfect. There you go. But anyway, everyone remembers the intro. Oh yeah. Like, this is just great though. Ah, I love it. See, and to me, all this detail, it might not seem really too much worth it, but it's stuff like this where you may not notice it at first, but when it's all done, it just makes the cosplay pop that much more, and it just makes it feel so much more rich. Did you ever get a chance to watch The Boys on Amazon? Oh yeah, wasn't it, I know it's supposed to come out. Was it on the 27th that came out or something? Thank you for reminding me. Let me write that down. And we'll write it on the table. Thank you. Hey Clips, welcome on. How are you doing? 24th, 26th, something like that? Okay. Now I have something else to watch. I actually ended up finding a another show on Netflix, but it's one that I can't do cosplay at the same time, so it's like my end of the night, like if I take a bath or something, I'll watch that, or right before I go to bed and I'll watch it, and it's a Chinese show. So, you're okay? How am I doing? I'm doing great, thanks for asking. We're just slowly painting our little details on. And thanks again everybody for watching, and if you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome. And if you're enjoying the stream, press that follow button, it's greatly appreciated and helps grow the channel. And you can also get notifications on when I go live for my cosplay streams and my gaming streams. Yeah, for a few minutes, what type of shows are you recommending? It depends, what are you interested in? Because I watch literally everything. I am the kind of person that binge watches while working. The only time I listen to music is while I'm streaming. Otherwise, when I'm working, there's a show in the background. Whether it's anime, whether it's some type of movie or a Twitch stream. So kind of give me an idea of what you're into, and I can kind of tell you what I would recommend that I like. Mr. Robot. I've heard about it, I've not seen it. The boys, it's good as long as you're fine with adult themes. Oh no, the boys, so if you don't know what the boys are, at least if I remember correctly, it's like superheroes that are like, they put on an act like, hey, I'm saving the world. Okay, now we're out of the scene. Get the fuck out of my face. I'm tired of the shit. That's kind of how it is, at least from the ads that I've seen. If that's the correct show I'm thinking of. But you can correct me if I'm wrong, Mel. It's also on Amazon. Okay, nice. Yeah, more Amazon, or it's on HBO, I don't know. Man in the High Castle is really good if you're interested in that kind of stuff. It's around World War II, the what if we had actually lost, like the US had actually lost, and then the US was split with Japan owning one side and then Germany owning the other, and then kind of like a different timeline with like the American resistance down the middle. That one was good. Yeah, it's based off of a book. It's pretty good. And then there's also Westworld. Fantastic. Everyone told me about Stranger Things. I wasn't impressed though. I've heard a lot about Stranger Things from watching it. Honestly, I don't really understand what it's about, and it's not something that, from watching that stuff, doesn't really interest me. Scott, welcome on! It's been a while! Hi! It's been a few months, I think. I don't know. We're at a new location, by the way, and yeah. I hope all's going well with the new one. And also, you're, I think you said you were, like, opening up your own business? Possibly, if I remember right. It's good, but you're not, but too spoiled by great stuff, so good doesn't cut it. Ah. You know, yeah, has been a while, but he's fantastic. 8 months old, and yes, you have your own business shop now. Hi, I remembered it. Man, that's 8 months. Wow. It does not seem like it's been 8 months. I was thinking like at tops 4 months, but that's a lot. Is he saying anything yet? You need to start watching iZombie again and continue Lucifer. Lucifer is great. I watched all of it. I binged all of it in like, I think a week. Very, very good. I think there's only one more season that they're going to be doing. It's not out yet, if I remember right. But that was pretty good. If you're into more of the kind of... I like Japanese romance shows, or I'm sorry, Korean, and then the newest one I'm watching is Chinese. But there's a Netflix one. They're basically like the same show almost, but it's a Netflix original, and it's what was it? Well-Intended Love, and that one was really good. It's a little bit soap opera-y. Like, towards the end, it definitely, like, starts to become soap opera. But it's a long one season. I think it's got, like, maybe 24 episodes for one season, and they just renewed for a second season, which will be interesting, because they definitely left it off where I would be happy if that was just one season kind of thing. He is babbling at the moment. Just nipped on and see how things were. Need to go give him a bottle and put him to bed. We'll pop back on. Okay. Well, thanks for stopping by. Kinda, yeah. I really like it because it's very fairy tale-like. The fashion is great. It's all up to date. And yeah. It's like the whole basis of it is this girl is diagnosed with a rare disease and she can only have, like, she has to have like a, what was it? It's either a skin or a blood something where it like matches only one person, so she goes and tries to beg this one guy, and basically, like, this is all in the first episode, so it doesn't really spoil anything, but basically they sign a contract where she has to marry him for 2 years, and so it goes about like that. I'm not doing it justice whatsoever. I'm not, like, good at recommending that, but it's really, really good. Yeah. So, definitely liked it. Let's see, what else? I mean, of course I watch all of the, like, trash shows that are on TV. I have so many different people that, like, I use. I actually ended up getting Netflix for myself, so I now have my own Netflix, but I use somebody else's, like, HBO Go, somebody else's Amazon Prime, or Amazon Video Prime, and then I also, so I also can have access to, like, whatever is live on TV. So I do watch the Naked and Afraid XL, the 60-day one. Of course I watch, like, The Bachelor, Bachelorette, and I have not seen yesterday's episode. I always have to wait, like, a day after, though. Are You the One, which is really interesting season this time. But a lot of that's just, like, a whole lot of trash TV, I would say. Yeah, you gotta remember, that's where we started. Where I'd stream with that in the background just because I was starting to stream, didn't really understand what I was doing. Anime-wise, I love the whole Dragon Ball franchise. Like, I've seen everything. But I haven't seen the most recent movie. And then there's some other one that somebody was telling me that was, like, after Super, which I thought Super was the last, but I don't know. By the way, you can see how bad I shake. When I paint, I typically have to support my hand or something. It's just something I've always dealt with. Attack on Titans, the most recent season, is the best season. Like, how they go into depth on the story, and, like, it actually has, like, so much, just, they explain everything, and it's just, like, why everything is, and, like, all this other stuff, and they just do such a beautiful job with it. Like, all the seasons together, just, that one is the best. You didn't watch that anime? I definitely recommend it. And then, okay, we're gonna do the blue on here now. Let's do this. I'm also gonna do this. And choose it, Win. People were too hyped about it, turned you off from it. I'd agree. When it first came out, I definitely was the same way. I kind of just watched it on my own, and that one I specifically watched it subbed. I do not watch it dubbed. And it's a lot better. And first season, okay, it's good. Second season, okay, it's okay. Third season, holy shit, it is fantastic. Like, how, I don't know if you consider it the lore that they put into it, but it was really good. And no, I've not watched the, oh wait, was that? I'm thinking of a different show, sorry. You regret that you watched the, use of the Titans attack because you know the plot of the 4th season. Oh, don't spoil it, don't spoil it! You only watch anime subbed? Okay. I try to, I much rather prefer it. However, I can't always, like most of the time when I'm watching anime, it's while I'm working and I listen and I glance up. And so it's a lot harder for me to sit there and dedicate time to read. So it has to be something that I'm really passionate about to watch it, like, subbed. Do you remember how many sub points it took to unlock second tier 1 or I believe we are 2 subs away from unlocking another emote. Let me look that up real quick. Thank you. Oh yes, the creator of Attack on Titans, they made Kabanara of the Iron Fortress. And I actually cosplayed from that and really liked it. Okay, let's see. I gotta go through this. Sorry for all the clicking. Emotes. Okay, we are 33 of 35 subscriber points. So 2 more and we should unlock it. Yeah. Yeah, get 35 subscriber points and you unlock 1 emote slot. Wah! So I don't know if that goes to our tier 2 or our tier 1 though. But I do have a emote in the tier 2 slot, but only one person has that and it's just a basic emote. It actually says Spooky Noodles. And if you've been with me, if you've been on the stream for a very long time, you'll understand where the Spooky Noodles emote came. Because I'm obsessed with obsessed with Assassin's Creed. And playing also, it was originally from that. I was going through like all the tombs and stuff, and all of a sudden there'd be a snake there and be like, ah, Spooky Noodle! So that's where that came from. Yeah, I have that cosplay on my website. If you go to www.tiffanyGordonCosplay.com, you can see it. It's an older cosplay. I did a Mume. And that one was... It was like one of the first ones I made when I came back into cosplaying. And it was made out of like plastic cups and like all this random stuff and Warbler, and it was a good cosplay for like when I made it. Nothing that great now. You loved that other anime they made? Oh yeah, it was definitely good. It got a lot of bad hype though from it. Like everybody's like, oh, it's awful. And then everybody was also grumpy because Attack on Titans was delayed, and they were all saying because they made this other show, that's the reason it was delayed and blah blah blah. Let's see if I can get any of this black off. No. Okay, we may have to do some thick paint right there. Second emote slot is 15 sub points, third is 25, fourth is 35, fifth is 50 for affiliates. Yes. Yeah, we have currently 33. So we need 35 to unlock a fourth one. And welcome on, how are you doing today? Bradley? Bradley. I always mess up your name. I'm so sorry. That's why people hated it, because all they wanted was, yeah, pretty much. I mean, it was kind of the same, to be honest, but it was still good. See, this is when I start slowing down and y'all start to notice. Then just great, we'll have another job. Yeah. Well, we ended up to add our Tipsy Tiffany emote, which is me holding a wine glass and kind of spilling it and being a little fun. That one, we ended up taking out our You Tried Star emote. And if I don't, I'll probably add it just while we're in the process of doing a new one. But I really like a Chella emote and hopefully a Ches, but I've tried making a Ches emote. He's tried, and Ches just doesn't look like anything. So it's a little more difficult. We're a little overpainting it, more than I want, but I want to kind of hide this black a little bit. Really, it's just a ball of fluff, yeah. Like, I'd love to have, like, a Ches kind of popping up or something, or like even Chella doing that, like your supervisor, and then everybody can like post picture or post like a little Chella emote. Okay, this should kind of help with it. I don't want to overdo it though. So many animes come from that you don't know what to watch. Yeah. Oh, that also reminds me, I forget what studio, but it apparently didn't really make the news, but a studio burnt down. One of the main, like, top 5 studios that produces anime. And, like, apparently some crazy guy was thinking that the company was stealing his original ideas, so he went and poured gasoline on the inside of the whole building and on people, and I think it killed, I don't know how many, it killed like, I think 7 people or something, and then it injured like 40, and they lost their whole archive of all their original cells for whichever anime stuff they had made. So yeah, I kind of heard that from friends, and that's really scary. But it makes whatever whoever has the original ones, then those are now going to be worth a lot of money. But it like didn't make big news except for over in like Japan or something. Yeah. Kyoto Animation. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry to turn to the dark side. Okay. Change conversation to a brighter thing. Back to shows watching. Okay. Yeah, I actually haven't been watching too many animes recently, just because I've just been busy doing cosplay stuff, and then I just haven't really wanted to start any new ones. Of course, everybody keeps saying I need to watch the what is it? Sword. It's the one with the Raphtalia girl. I always forget that one. Some anime you were watching came back? Sword Art Online is good. The first season is the best though. After that, it kind of was like, to me, how it seems was they weren't expecting it to be so popular, and then they were like, "Oh, let's create another season, and let's create another season after that." And they just kind of, in my opinion, got a little bit worse. They did a spin-off one, which was, I don't even remember the name, but it's the main character is a pink rabbit, or well, she's called Rabbit. I think it's like Gundam or Gunslinger, or I don't know. But the newest Sword Art Online with Alice is pretty good. So, Rising of the Shield Heroes. Thank you. I always get that one wrong. I always think sword and it's shield. Fire Force from the creators of Soul Eater. I have not seen that, but I loved Soul Eater. That was good. Gun Glue. Thank you. Yeah, there's a theme to my stream. It's guess what Tiffany's thinking? Because I'm so bad at remembering names of things. Like, awful. Okay, now I need silver. So the blue, we're just gonna, like, I can't really get rid of that one spot too much. So, but I need to do a little bit of touch-ups with the silver. Okay. Jella, what are you doing? I need to go get her butt out of the corner real quick. Hey, what are you doing? Let's go away from here. Come on. How are you doing? Okay. You want to say hi to everybody? You want to say hi? I got your pickle. Is your pickle? She's like, I'm tired. Good girl. Here, come sit over here. There you go. Good girl. Okay. You have the same lack of memory when it comes to names. Yeah. I can tell you all about like the shows and all of this, and I can tell you what the character looks like, but then having conversations of names, I'm just like, what's the name of this one? I don't know. Is that cringe? Yup. Okay, then we just need to add the black outline there, and then we can snip it, I think. Hopefully. You can kind of see her. There. Now you can, well, my arm is in the way. There you go. Now you can see Miss Fur. She's right there. Okay. Your dad's horrible with nouns. You find you're getting that way when you get older. Aww. Yeah, we'll probably have this part where it faces the back. The blue gem part, I had a lot of hard time with it drying yesterday when I was painting it with airbrush paint. Some of the other shows I've been watching right now is I'm re-watching the I think one of them is The Order, and then the other one is they're both on Netflix. One is like a continuation of like Vampire Diaries and the originals. So I've been watching that, and they're supposed to have their next season, I think, coming out soon. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I have a habit of like hopping around on shows. Legacies. Thank you. Y'all are doing great today with guessing what Tiffany's thinking. Or trying to think of. Another historical, like, kind of show that I really love is Versailles. And I'm on their last season. That one, I really love it. It's beautiful. I love Versailles. It was like a whole inspiration when I saw it in person for my undergrad thesis. And like, it just, the costuming, the filming, everything is just magical with it. The acting, it's a great show. And it's just one of those where I want to watch it, but when I know something is like the last season, I sometimes end up not watching all of it. I kind of like wait and I hold it because I know, I don't know, it's just like subconsciously when I finish it, I know it's done. But then I always know like I have more episodes, I can still watch it. Hope is always the best. Yeah. She's a good character. That's how you are with video games? Yeah. Especially when I rewatch a show. I'll watch a show to a certain point, and then when I get to a certain part in the show that's my favorite, but then I know that the show is gonna spiral after that and go towards like a bad part, I stop watching it because I'm like, in my mind, I'm here, it's happy, I got to watch this, it's the last thing in my mind again. So yeah. Okay, so I did all of the little details. We went around with the black paint around all of these. We added a little bit of blue and stuff. We still have that tiny little mark. Couldn't get rid of it, unfortunately, but yeah. You sometimes do that? Mm-hmm. I'm kind of bad when it comes to that. Ugh. And it's like also with games. For games, it's hard for me to go back to a game if I've stopped playing it for a long time. I tried it with, so after Monster Hunter came out, played through all of what they had, basically, before they had all the DLCs and stuff. Excuse me. And then, like, maybe a month and a half, 2 months later, I went back to it. Oh, I completely forgot how to play it. I don't remember this, I don't remember that. So I tried it again, and she's like, nope, I'm done. Which is unfortunate. I really loved Monster Hunter World, specifically. And actually tried that with Terrible. So I'm sure that's how Fallout 76 will be. I loved Fallout 76. I know there's a lot of issues behind it, blah, blah, blah. But the fact is, I had a lot of fun playing it with friends, and laughing through all of the issues. And I know that they added all of the nuclear winter. I'm not interested in a battle royale mode whatsoever. So that doesn't want me to, or inspire me to come back. But I do want to see what the new content is that they added to it. I know they updated a lot of the features that you can place in your house. But it's one of those where the one time I tried to go back and play it, oh, I have to do a 3.5 hour download again. After that, I haven't wanted to play it. So yeah. Hi Fer, welcome on. How are you doing? And I hope I know you asked for a new link to the Discord. I think I gave it to you, maybe? I don't know. And if you're new, I do have an open Discord. If you do !Discord, you can go to it. So, hi Sakuros, welcome on too. How are you? Why sleep if there is a new episode of the series? Oh yeah, definitely. Akami got killed or something like that. Stopped watching because you found out all the main characters were gonna die. What do you game? Oh, I'm a PC. PC, but love of Xbox. I stopped at an Xbox 360, so I grew up with that. Just the Xbox kind of controller stuff. So a lot of my games for PC, I end up playing on the controller. So for Monster Hunter, for, did I do it for Fallout? I don't remember if I did it for Fallout or Sea of Thieves. One of those, I also played with controller on the PC. And so yeah, it's just how I kind of grew up. I mean, I still played some PC games. Like I played Call of Duty 2 and I was obsessed with the zombie mode when I was a kid. But yeah. You're fine, thanks. Glad to hear. You game on the PS4? Not a PS man. The only game that I played on there that I absolutely loved was when I was in high school. So another guessing game. I think there's 2 of them, and it was specifically for PlayStation, and it was, basically there was a giant crater or something that came into the world kind of situation, and you end up getting lightning powers, and you can choose to be good or you can choose to be bad, and like your ultimate at the very end of the game is like you can control giant lightning bolts to come down and just destroy everything, and you can control where it paths, and it's like Infamous maybe, or something along those lines. Ha! I got it right! Yes! That was by far like one of my favorite games. I don't know if it would be if I go back to it, but in my mind I had so much fun on it, like playing it. Yeah, you got the link. Talking about Fallout 76, there's currently a bug. Unsure if in the patch where there are death zones, you can just die if you walk in them. That's nice. That's nice. Your wings are looking great. I actually had no idea they could move. Just thought they were a lot. Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, if you're interested in how I make them move and watching them and all of that, I have a highlighted clip from my last Twitch episode, and then it's a short, I think it's like only 30 minutes that I streamed last time, explaining how everything functioned. Hey newbie prop maker! You get a PC, but yeah, board doesn't have money. Oh, no worries. Your bag is stuck in the death zone. Oh, that's awful. That's awful. You love Infamous 1 and 2, definitely better than the ones after. Were there other ones? I didn't know if did they end up making an Infamous 3? Only ones must not have... Other ones must have not been popular. Okay. Infamous Second Son and like a spin-off of Okay. Yeah, I played them in high school at my boyfriend at the time's house, so that was the only way that I had access to it. You know, typical gamer relationship. You go over to somebody else's house, and the game is mine, you cannot touch it. All I'm going to do is play the game, and you can sit here and be quiet and watch me play. Fun days. No, I mean, even at my friends' houses in high school. All my friends were guys in high school. And it's like, oh gosh. High school was over 10 years ago now. Oh, sad days, sad days. But yeah, all of my friends are guys, and we'd all just go and play games, and people would just watch me play games, and it's always just been like that. So it just makes sense on Twitch now. That's a perfect date in your book. Yeah. I'm a cheap date, it's okay. Just end up ordering sushi for me, give me a glass of wine and a controller, and I'm happy. How's the DayZ going? You know, you can't compare the genres, but like it's better or worse than 7 Days. I love DayZ. It's so much fun. I'm trying to figure out, like, because I've never played it before. So I'm trying to figure out, like, I've watched I've watched it for 3 years. It's one of my favorite things to watch people stream, specifically Sacriel and Break. And then most recently I found, those are PvP streamers on Twitch, and then I found an RP streamer. It's like half RP, half PvP. There's specific PvP zones, so it's mostly PvE. Or, well, you have to interact with RPing before you can kill or whatever. And that was the Jamjar. T-E-H for the, and that definitely, he finally convinced me in buying it, so I'm trying to kind of figure out just how to function. I know the basics of you need this and this to build, and you need like a certain amount of stuff for this and collecting, and I'm just kind of exploring. I think I played it for a few hours yesterday. I played it all this morning. I had a couple of issues where I ended up pulling up a map on a Windows page just to kind of see, and the map was an interactive one where you could zoom in and zoom out, but it was causing my game, because I have two screens, or two monitors, it ended up causing my game and the whole entire computer to freeze, and I couldn't get out, so I'd have to actually like turn off the computer by pressing the button, and it did that 3 times, and so I finally turned off that website, and I didn't have any issues after that. So, still learning, but having a lot of fun. There's some things that I liked about 7 Days more than DayZ. The aspect of like you can't auto run. I wish DayZ had bicycles in it that you could craft and not just the cars. Building is definitely what building right now? We're nowhere near that. But 7 Days seemed a lot easier than DayZ. But I can see, I think 7 Days was after DayZ, I'm not sure. But I can see where a lot of it was inspired by that, the same type of playness, or like interaction on things, and how they made a lot of things better. But at the same time, DayZ seems to be a lot more realistic, which I like about it. And I can't wait to get more people in, I'm in like a server that nobody plays on, and it's a PvE with certain red zones that you can kill KOS in. But just so I can kind of figure it out, and my roommate's been kind of helping me a little bit, maybe getting Mel to play, and maybe a few other people. But it's got some cool mods in it, so yeah. I don't know if that answered your question. No 10-year reunion. Well, technically the 10-year reunion is next year, but I started high school like before that, so that's kind of where I mean. You play 7 Days on PC? Nice. Yes, I had that too. We ended up, we streamed 7 Days for a lot of the time. Mel, myself, for I think Terrible, you were on it for a little bit. I think one other person maybe, and we kind of 100%ed it, or at least I did. I had a map. I marked the map with an X. Every single house we went to, we did 100% of it. Basically, how I was playing it was once you went to a house, that house, even though it would still spawn stuff at it, the house was dead. It was empty. That's how I treated it. We had a ginormous fortress. It was really fun, but it got to the point where it's like, okay, I've explored everything. It's done. But yeah. So, but it was a lot of fun. I would love to go back to it if they do another map or updates to it. Definitely. Sushi Wine says it's a cheap date. For me, it's like order a pizza. See, for me, pizza, I'm very particular, and a lot of times it's really greasy for me, and it'll upset my tummy. I'm very much, I just about make dinner for myself every single night. I don't really eat too much fast food. I make sushi myself most of the time, where I hand-rolled sushi rolls, and I'll do all of it from scratch. I bake salmon, and I have salmon like 2-3 times a week. I'm slow at reading today, sorry. Days to Die got a terrible gunplay. Yeah, I'd agree. I liked playing it with 2 people though. So each house you go into would be like clear, clear, but at the point where I was at the end, we had everything unlocked, so. And we had helicopters. Usually like DayZ, the things in your area, but see it spawn, not being able to build, yeah, it's not that kind of game now. There is a lot of fortress building though in DayZ now. You just have to understand how to do it. Okay. Yeah, let me know on that for. Hi Adam, welcome on. Must learn to cook for themselves. I know. As long as you sneak into some Whataburger. Oh, yeah, I do. I actually had Whataburger on Saturday. And that's just because I was a little hungover and I wanted some chicken strips. Every now and then I'll do some McDonald's. But I don't really do fast food that much. We will consider mods. Oh, yes. That, and I want to do 7 Days to Die on a harder difficulty. But only if I'm like playing with other people. I don't want to do it by myself. I really enjoyed the aspect of playing with other people in that game. Never played DayZ? It's a lot of fun. It's very serious though. Like if you combine 7 Days to Die and PUBG together. There you go. No, haven't played Project Zomboid. I've heard about it, I think. Crazy show, blah blah blah. Now you're hungry, I'm sorry. We can set up a big mode and set the loot respawn to no. Okay, that would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah, for me, I'm not too big of a fan of Battle Royale. I just mean for comparing it to PUBG, it's more in the aspect of graphic-wise. It very much feels, and it kind of moves more like PUBG in my opinion. And then it seems more serious in that aspect. In that, most people play, I'm starting to get my games mixed up. Most people play DayZ, too many zombie games, DayZ like PUBG where it's a PvP, which is why I was turned off by wanting to play it myself originally. Now that I found somebody that streamed it as an RP, I'd never seen RP before, I had never seen that game played as an RP or the fact of it as a PvE, that really inspired me to want to play, because at that point I was like, oh, it doesn't have to be a KOS all the time, kill on sight. So it really just depends on the server that you find, and hopefully there's not a bunch of little dipshit kids on that are just running around. Dance for all. I'm okay sometimes with PvP, but not like for Atlas. I was fine being on a PvP server when there was some of it, but when it's where most of the time you're playing by yourself and it turns into a sniper fest, no, that's not how I want to play. GTA is really big for RP these days. Yeah, I don't like watching RP on that though. I actually I don't like watching GTA on Twitch at all. I had fun playing it, or at least some of the older ones, but it just doesn't interest me. You only played Apex and Battlefield, Firestorm, and VR is fun for a few rounds, but oh yeah, definitely. The Firestorm was nice for Battlefield, but I think, what was it? I think Apex came after it and it kind of lost its hype. for Firestorm, and then Apex. It's just another one. That one was kind of cool because it kind of was like a mix of Fortnite with it, so it was a little more playful, but it just still wasn't my thing. I know a lot of people wanted me to cosplay it, and just like, nah. You hate KOS, and if you play DayZ regular, you have played that way, you can stop and say hi, or you can't, oh yeah. Playing Atlas and we stopped and talked to people rather, yes, and that's really what I liked about that, because on Atlas we could actually talk to people that we saw, and that was fun. It wasn't fun just to instantly be sniped all the time. And like for us, we were like really base building too, and like people came, they either talked to us or we had a battle on our fort kind of thing. And it wasn't like where DayZ, a lot of times how people play that is they're most likely backpacking and running around from military base to the airfield or whatnot. And then if you get sniped, well, you're shit out of luck and you gotta start back on the coast. Where in Atlas, you just respawn back at your base or on your ship, depending on if you're in a which area. So, super down to play Zomboid. I'll have to look. With me getting DayZ, I'm gonna be playing that for a little bit before I go over to another zombie game, I think. And of course, Borderlands is gonna be coming, so I do have to kind of add that into my schedule. You would too, actually, even though you die a million times. Borderlands isn't too far away. I know! Zero Polar, thank you for the 110 biddies. Much love. And did it not make a notification sound? Let me check. Huh. Okay, well, it might... I saw it pop up on the screen, but it didn't make a notification sound, so sorry. Normally it'll say that, and it sometimes will even say what you messaged, so... Okay, sorry. Back to painting! Ah! You did use a couple of mods that added a mini-map. And all life stops when Borderlands begins. Ugh. All life almost stopped last night when I was playing DayZ. I would really, once I figure it out, I'll decide if I want to start RPing with it. Cause I really enjoy doing like my little characters, and when we play Duncan or Dakin, the anime game that we've been playing in the past, where I do all the voices for each one. I really enjoyed that, and I'd love to kind of bring that as an aspect to one of my other games, and just kind of try it out. My character right now, he is a Asian male, because apparently the character I created that was female, it didn't remember. So, I'm an Asian male right now, and I'm wearing a, I have a bloody teddy bear head. And then I have like a little torch on my head. It's a red one, so I look really creepy as fuck, and I run around with an axe. And I've got I think a military jacket, a military backpack, but then I have a red mini skirt with like high boots. So anybody that comes up to me, they'll think I'm a girl, and then they'll hear my voice, and then I'll take off my head and they'll be like, I'm confused. I haven't even looked up the different characters right now for it. I'm like trying, we first saw the trailer and I aired that on my stream, but I definitely was not trying to look too much into it because I didn't want to get so hyped up when I'm in the middle of cosplay making. What were we doing for that one? Oh, it's because I was preparing for Anime Matsuri, and I made like 3 costumes for that. So I was a little busy, and then now that I'm again putting myself in this, I'm kind of trying not to get too sucked into a game, because when I played Atlas, I kind of lost my life for like a month and a half. I didn't do any cosplaying. I think I did cosplay streams, but that was like the only cosplaying I was doing. And I was playing that game till midnight every single night. Basically, I was streaming, I got off streaming, and I played the game. Non-functioning whatsoever. Or I didn't even play it till midnight. I played till like 3 a.m. every morning, and then I was up at like 8. You too? Yeah. I have a really hard time when I get sucked into games. I'm like sucked into games, and I just lose life. So I typically try to avoid games like that. Yeah, we had to play that long, or people would raid us. Yeah. Always on Discord. We're being attacked. Everybody pops on. Oh no, the servers, or like the area is full. Shit, now we gotta wait. That was a pain. It's good to take some time off though. Oh yeah, that's kind of what I did this last week. I did a little bit of cosplaying, but I definitely took a break. You're always asking if I'm a legal age, how he buys beer. What? You're always asking if I'm a legal... Sorry, I don't understand you, mate. Okay, so we finished that part. There's still other spots that are kind of iffy, but whatever. That's pretty much the detail for that. There's a couple of spots. So in here, the blue paint, when I airbrush painted this part blue, it kind of got in here a little bit. So we're just gonna add some touch-up black paint there. Maybe, can we prop you up? Oh, and you can also see in here, that's where our light switches are, in case you haven't seen this. And I did cover them, but when I had to paint the blue, I had to uncover them. So. Okay, you may not see this as much. Sorry about that. And also, cheers everybody. Thank you for watching. And if you're enjoying the stream, press that follow button. It is greatly appreciated. Woo! Thank you for subscribing. Much love, and that is 18 months. Also, I saw I got a notification that you were streaming like right when I was starting to stream. So yeah, I'm glad to see that you're back. And let me write that down. It's like it says it's just a subscribing thing, but I know you're a resub, obviously. I hope your stream went well. Okay, so we're gonna just kind of brush some of this in there. And it's just some of that little detail stuff. Is that a new part of another mechanical wing? Yes. So, This is our Atlantic Mercy, and if you actually watch my last highlighted clip, the 1 minute one, you can see the wings open and close. You were just testing out OBS. It has been a while. Oh, okay. Well, I got a notification, so I was like really confused because excuse me, I only have it set up for like one person to get notification, and apparently you're another person, so I have it too. You saw the clip on Instagram? Yeah, I posted it on there too. I was very happy not to get questions and to have people go to the Twitch episode and watch it to answer all the questions, because typically I'll be like, I'll say, go to my website, and I have every single thing on how I make it and all. I was like, I don't mind explaining it, like talking about it, but when it comes to typing and answering the same question over again that I've put in like a message or something, that tends to get old really quickly. So I was really happy that this was like the first time everybody went and watched it and like answered their own questions, and it was like, great. Yeah, I use Rhino 6. So that's what these parts are. Otherwise, the whole thing, it's unlike Comet Medic Ziegler, where it's all mostly EVA foam this time. You're happy that the clip did well? Oh yeah, definitely. Thank you, Mel. You did the clip. That was my submission clip too for TwitchCon. So we'll see. We shall see. I watched a few other people's, and like this is my first time ever submitting. I didn't really like look at anybody's last year, so I don't really know how it was gonna go too much. And a lot of other people actually like sit there and they're like, "This is how I made this," and it's like, "Oh, I just did a clip of the wings moving." So we'll see if that's any different. I don't know. Okay, there's a little bit in here. I'm just gonna paint it some. Just so it's not so distracting. I keep meaning to go back to Overwatch and try out the summer games, but by the time I'm able to, it's gonna be over, most likely. That's how it always happens. They're probably thinking, wait, why did I send so much? What? Oh. Okay, we're almost done. Yeah, this looks a lot better now that we're doing this part black. Who just didn't play 2 caliber games together, and we're like, huh. No worries. It's quite late, so you're gonna dash best wishes with all the fantastic creations viewers. Oh, well, thanks for stopping by. And we also have 2 other new emotes too, so you can use those. But sleep well, and hope to see you again soon. It's like hard to hold. And I wasn't really caring too much about this being black, but now that I'm seeing it black, it just looks so much better. So I'm just kind of adding a little bit in it with just the acrylic paint. I don't even care if it's like nicely done, just so it's more black. 92 degrees right now. It's probably at least that here. Luckily I get to work with the windows closed today. I was definitely like dying yesterday when I was airbrush painting. Once it hit like 3:30, I was just so fried. And I had the garage door open. I had like a little fan next to me that was blowing, but there was no ceiling fan in the garage and no AC. So that was a lot of fun. That and I normally wear a respirator when I airbrush paint, but because these pieces are so large, I wasn't doing it in my airbrush booth and I was doing it just in the middle of the garage. And so I thought it would be fine, but it kind of affected me a little bit yesterday and I felt a little shitty by the end of the day. Learn from my mistakes. Ugh. Anyway, the issue is we can't play together anymore because your master close to GM. He's just diamond and aw. He lost 2 games playing alone. That sucks. So, if you don't mind me asking, how do you get the little Overwatch badge next to your name then? Overwatch League? It's the global all access pass and okay. Yeah. I mean, when I played Overwatch originally, I tried with the teams and trying to remember. You saw it on stream. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot I was on the stream. Where are you going? She's done. I'm like debating if I want to paint the... So, both of these switches right here are right now blue. I'm trying to figure or think if I should paint them black to be less distracting or not. Let's see. I'm gonna go in that fits. Oh, you have issues now. Okay, so here's with the wing together. That way. Okay, so with the wing together, it's like this. When it opens, I'm also doing this for myself to see, by the way. I'm trying to see if these pieces are distracting. I think I will paint it. I'm going a little loopy. Okay. So let's do that tiny little part. Sorry, I keep saying, okay, we're done. No, we're not. So I think in the end, it'll be a little less distracting, hopefully. Typically, I would hide it underneath more, but because these are batteries, I want to make sure if the battery dies that I can get to it and replace them, and they are actually Velcroed inside right now. You definitely want to see Cosplay Lady. Devil May Cry. Okay. I'll have to look that one up. Like, this may chip off in the end, but I think it'll look a little better. So right now it's a little bit of an eyesore. And it's just those tiny little details. He doesn't have wings. Sorry for blocking. If you send me a link, I can look at it. Otherwise, I don't know offhand. Okay, yeah. So you can see here now. So that one on that side is painted, that one is not. So it definitely blends in a lot more. Yeah, you can post a link in chat. You'll just be blocked afterwards. No, not really. Yeah, we normally have somebody check it though, so that way we make sure it's not a troll. And if it's somebody that hasn't been talking earlier, hasn't been around, then it kind of is like, eh. It's like, I'm right-handed, but it's hard to paint in here. I'm excited to go to the store today. Go to HEB and get some more groceries. I'm out of drinky drinks, so I have no wine, which would definitely make this a lot nicer, because then I can relax. I mean, I'm still relaxing, but you know me. I like my wine. HEB is the grocery store franchise here in Texas. It's like Henry something. And I'm like out of milk, so I've been having toast, but I just finished the last of the jam today, so now it's just like I don't want butter bread. So that's an emergency. I know! Stop the stream, we have no wine! Sad day, sad day. You have food and drinks at the house, but all your favorite stuff is gone. Oh yeah, I'm like out of fruit too, which is kind of sad. I do have some more, I have like, they're called cherry plums, so they don't taste like cherries at all. They're just like small little plums. And yeah, like I have no other snack food. My chips are all stale. And for lunch I've been having nothing but bean and cheese burritos. Okay, I think we can now say we're done. So that definitely, now you don't, like you can see a tiny bit of it, but it hides a lot more. So I'm happy with that now. Okay, you're all done. You may go away. There you go. Now I have to do the second one. We have to do pop 2. You remember going to HEB when you went to visit family in Texas? Yeah. Gotta hide the crimes of the project. What? Okay, I'm gonna go and use the bathroom real quick and probably get a piece of chocolate. So I have like 2 pieces of chocolate left, or 1, I don't know. But cheers everybody, thanks for watching. Wait, back in a second. for me. She's a very interesting character. I got to my last piece of chocolate. It might just be the chocolate. See, for me, black wigs, I look like a vampire. I look so white. It was the issue I had with Kabanara, the Iron Fortress. When I did that one, I actually switched her hair to a dark brown because I just looked so Caspery white. I know, short black hair too. Whew. You're like twice as pale as me? I don't know. I feel like the camera makes me look a lot less white. Like, I look like I have a tan on me, where I'm just like Casper. I have like the tiniest of a tan right now, and I'm so excited because I can't tan. I just typically burn and turn into Elmo. And you do not look more like an elf. So you don't think I look like an elf? I've got that a lot though. Like a lot of people think if I just had my ears just a tiny bit more pointy. Okay, so now we have to copy and repeat onto this one. And this is the last of the wings and then it's done. And then later tonight I'll end up doing it off stream, but I'll do clear enamel spray paint coats, satin enamel, to seal them all, and then the wings will be done. And I did decide I'm going to redo my harness. So the harness, like all the functions are going to be the same, but let me specify. The harness straps, it went a little bit too far on my collarbone, if you remember from the last stream. And so I'm going to change the shape. Also, because I'm not going to have a shirt on underneath it, I want to make sure it has a little bit more padding. So it's going to have some foam under it. And then just kind of change the positions of them. I'm changing out the clips on some of them because all the clips that I used are not as nice of clips. Like, you can think they're fully attached, but they're not actually. So I'm just gonna update them. I have the clips already. I just didn't use them because they were huge and I wanted to use the smaller ones, so we're going back to the larger ones. I could pull off an elf cosplay. You'd be the one nerd calling you. Hey Jim, welcome on. How are you? Okay, no worries. Which side are you on? No, that's it. I tried. Oh yeah, she's definitely like a dog. That's what the noise was. If you kept hearing the thump, 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 it's because she was chasing the ball back and forth in the background. And then she got it stuck, but because I went over there, she noticed I was playing, so she stopped and got all pretty. Nope, she stopped. Ah, darn it. I always try to get her playing. She has a pickle also in the room that it's a catnip pickle and she rolls on top of it all the time. It's the cutest thing. But now that I have stairs, all of a sudden if I'm downstairs I'll hear thump, 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 like her hauling ass, and then I see a ball hit the ground and she's like flying in the air trying to get it. Oh, she won't do any type of laser dot thing or anything. She just looks at you like, I'm not that stupid. Oh, okay, lurk mode activated, yep. Yeah, if you haven't been around for my gaming streams, which I haven't done in like a month, I apologize for that. We will get back to our gaming streams. I typically have a cat cam for her, where she's like sleeping in the chair next to me, or she's like playing in the background so you can see her. OMG, thank you for using your Twitch Prime and subbing. Much love, and you will be in the scrolly thing next stream. So let me write that down real quick. Actually, I'm curious. Let me look at something really quickly. Did we hit it? Okay, we need, because Foe's sub was a resub, so it was already counted. Now we just need one more sub, and then we hit 35 and we get a new emote slot, so haha! Okay, back to work. Push on. Okay, can y'all see? Good. It's like after the wings are done, the next thing I'll be doing is back to CAD work in Rhino, and I'll be trying to finish up the crown. So I'll have to add the slots for the magnets and then redesign the back, because I was not happy with how it looked. Oh, I keep having the hiccups and it's awful. So yeah, do that and hopefully get it printed by the end of the week. And then I also need to start working on making a vacuum form machine. So, oh yeah, the little squeakies are like hiccups and stuff. I get them all the time and it's awful. don't make the star too bright. Imagine walking around and people are like, ah, my eyes. What? Oh, the star and the crown. Okay, gotcha. Sorry, I was very confused on that. No, so the star is gonna be, it's gonna be the same stuff as this. So this is 3D printed, and I already have it 3D printed. That part is over here. So that's the star. And then, for the crown, yeah, it glows. I'm gonna do the plexiglass behind it to hold it. So this is gonna be painted, and then there's the crown that it's gonna sit behind. So if you imagine it behind, like that. It's just on here so I can airbrush paint it easily. And there's a slot in the back where I have a plexiglass rod. I'm sorry, a clear acrylic rod that will go through to hold it on both sides. Originally, I planned it to light up, and it was going to be a different function. It was going to be more of a two-piece that has lights inside of it. That is not going to be the case for this one. So I kind of have to figure out, like, I can't use my fairy lights for it, so I need to figure out, am I still going to light it up, or if I get just a one bulb kind of light that I can press on and on. I'm not exactly sure yet, but we shall see. Okay, that one is done. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it was. Actually thought it was a two-piece star. Yeah, I did. The original cat I did was like, so this piece right here is actually two pieces. So there's a plate at the very bottom that has a small little ridge, and then this part is hollow on the inside, so it fits together like a puzzle piece, and all the fairy lights are on the inside. And I originally did the CAD for the star on the crown the same way, but it just was too thick, and I didn't want to have something that was like an inch thick, like sticking from my forehead. So I ended up doing it just a small kind of sheet, and then because it's gonna have plexiglass behind it, the same stuff, it's gonna be see-through. So if I do put a light behind it, it's gonna illuminate the whole entire star as well as the plexiglass. So it's gonna create the illusion that it's brighter than what it actually is. In my head. It's one of those scientist, like mad scientist ideas of, it makes sense to me, and normally about 85 to 90% of the time, my little mad scientist ideas typically work. The other 15 to 10% of the time, I'd say the other like 10% of the time, it doesn't work, but I make something work from it. And then the last 5% of the time, it absolutely fails and we have to do something completely different. So, that makes sense. Sounds awesome. Aw, thanks. Yup. I mean, for me, the plexiglass with the wings like this was I'd say this was like the 85% of the time, like it didn't work when I got the plexiglass, because the plexiglass was bent all the way around. It was not flat, and I just sat there and looked at it for like 5 to 10 minutes just thinking like, what the hell am I gonna do now? I was very, very grumpy about that. But I made it work. So it's that like 10% of the time I made it work. I used a heat gun to have it lay flat. I put a board on it so it would cool on cold cement in my garage at night. That's why if you do see these in certain reflections, it has a slight wave to it. I wish it did not, but I'm making it work. So preferably I would have rather it had already come in the mail flat. That's what I thought I was getting, but it came in the mail all rolled up. So yeah. was not too happy about that, but oh well. But yeah, it's the material, it's 0.03 inches thick, so it's really, really thin, easy to bend. And so the plexiglass does not stop here. It actually goes to about here on the inside of the EVA foam. So it's sandwiched in between, and then we ended up, I did stream it. So if you're interested in that whole process, you can go back to those videos, but it's, the bone structure throughout this is 3D printed ABS material that basically puzzle pieces together, and then I ended up making holes, 2 pinholes inside of the plexiglass and also inside of the 3D printed material, and we epoxy glued in metal pins to lock it in place. So this is, the plexiglass right here is connected all the way to the base understructure in here. Who says Mercy wings aren't bent? Yeah, true. It's more of, I know how when it takes, like, when this is going to be photographed and videoed by myself and by whoever else wants to, I know the reflection of just the sunlight and the reflection of just like any type of light, cameras or anything, you're gonna notice it. So, like you can see right now, there's a little bit of a reflect, or like a light right here, and that's because the wing actually curves slightly there. And that one's not bad, but there's other ones where it looks like a slight bubble going down. Not too bad, but it still bugs me. It's like if I ever make a 5th Mercy, I will know to go to I know to contact them and see, are you shipping this flat or what? So yeah. But it's one of those we're making it work kind of situations. Probably nobody will notice except for Reddit whenever this hits that. So, always get the randomest comments on there. Okay, that's it then. Let's go ahead and flip it over again. This is why your cosplay looks so good. Attention to every detail. Aw, thank you. Yeah, I try to at least. Jigsaw puzzles are preserving. Yeah. It really was. It was like a jigsaw puzzle. It looked really pretty though, because that was before I had painted these parts. And so when we were putting it together, it was white 3D printed pieces and then just clear plexiglass. And it was pretty to me. I don't know why. It might help to just pick up the plexiglass instead of having it shipped. This plexiglass, because it's so thin, I went to a specific vendor and I think it was in California. I'm not going to California to pick up plexiglass. But I would really love to. Like, that would be ideal for me, Jim. But yeah. There is, in the past where I picked up plexiglass, I would go to Lowe's or Home Depot, but they have plexiglass that is, I don't have my calibers up here. Basically, my plexiglass right now that we have is, let's see, it's like probably that thick. Let's see if I can focus it. That thick right there. The plexiglass I used last time for Comet Medic Ziegler was that thick. Might not seem like a lot, but it really adds up in weight. Most stores don't sell anything lower than that are near me. And to get any thinner, yeah. Ever use Laxin or polycarbonate? I don't know. Can you message me that on Discord so I can look? Because I don't remember. But yeah, ideally I'd rather go and pick it up in person. Not trying to put you down or anything, Jim. Sorry if that came across that way. Where did they stop me? I don't know. I'll just start here again. It's a stronger, more expensive clear plastic. Okay. Yeah, this was for 2 sheets. I ended up only using 1, but I got 2 because I thought I was gonna need 2, but I ended up changing the design just a little bit at the last minute. And I think each sheet, shipping ended up costing me like $60, and I think the 2 sheets ended up costing me like 80 something. Maybe? I know I'm going to be using, I don't know the exact material, it may be one of those now, but it's for vacuum forming, whatever material that is that's clear. So I'm going to be using that, and then it may be one of those materials, but I'm so fried right now. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. You think it's a bit more expensive to have it shipped to a local shipper to have it kept flat? Well, there's no local shippers though here. It's a one company that's only in like California kind of thing. Like they don't have different places. How long do my streams normally last? Just depends. Typically, I try to stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then I normally start anywhere between 12:30 and like 1:30. So I try to aim for 1 and go to 1 to 4. You don't have to stay for the whole thing if you don't want to. My streams, you can always re-watch them up to 14 days. But for this specific cosplay, I'm highlighting all of them, so they should be around for a lot longer. And you don't have to watch them like live. You can watch them at a later time. And I actually have more people that watch them afterwards. It just helps grow the channel if you do watch it live. And specifically, if you watch it at a later time, hopefully you'll follow. So we can grow the channel. And hopefully one day become partnered. And to become, basically if I become a partner on Twitch, then I can have more money coming into me and not have to do side little projects here and there as much, and can like afford food more. It's more of like a steady job then. It's like when you go from hobby to full-time on Twitch. So it's a big deal. But you have to, in order to do that, you have to have an average view of live views of 75 people per stream. We're nowhere near that, so it'll definitely be like, if we do ever hit that, it will be like at least years away. Definitely follow, just haven't ever watched a stream live. Normally at work when you see your notifications debating on the subscription, but you need sort out some details at the end first. Oh, well thanks. But you don't have to subscribe if you don't want to. It's all good. Yeah, if it's something that you're having to like fight pennies for, definitely don't do it. I'm able to at least, like, I'm officially getting some profit now from the company. It's been a year that I started the Tiffany Gordon cosplay as my full-time job as a company, and we are now in positive numbers, so we're actually starting to make a profit, which is really, really nice. So no worries whatsoever. You disagree, you must watch, subscribe, and like. Oh gosh, no. Do you have Amazon Prime? Oh yes, if you do have Amazon Prime, you can always subscribe for free. If you're interested in that, there should be, if you scroll over the actual video, right in this corner somewhere, there should be like a little pop-up button thingy that kind of shows up that you can click. Or there should be something about here, up here, and you can click that and add your Amazon Prime account, and you get it for free. And you also get loot for doing that too. So if you play games like Overwatch or Fortnite, Sea of Thieves, I don't know what they're doing right now, but those also you get loot from. So there will be specific skins or guns, or I don't even know what they're offering right now for the Amazon Prime loot, but you get things from that. So you can check that out. And you don't have to use it for me either. You can use it on any of your streamers, but you only get one of those. If you have Amazon Prime, you can do it for free. Oh wait, sorry. You think the vacuum forming sheets are a type of polyester, but they're also thermoplastic. I think that's right, Jen, if I remember right. Aw. Yeah. You're Tiffany's personal cheerleader. Thanks. But yeah. So the vacuum forming, specifically the parts for there are for the leg armor. There's like this little thingy that, like, it's like a circly thingy. Do I have it around here? Yeah. So it'll be this shape, and it won't be this exact thing, but I'll be cutting it along this edge right here, and it'll be clear. And basically how vacuum forming works is you make the little vacuum thingy, you put the vacuum in, and you heat up the material, and you put whatever shape you want to cast a form or whatever over, and that's what this is. It's a 3D printing form. I have to clean it up still, but I'll end up putting it there and vacuuming over the material twice on this, so 2 different ones, and then I'll cut it around, and it'll be hollow on the inside, and I'll attach it to the foam on the leg right there, as well as the gauntlets. So it's not this piece, but whatever piece, I'm in the process of making it. It's a little more difficult for the arms, but I'll have to do it in 2 pieces. For vacuum forming, it does not go in a circle around a piece. It basically will vacuum straight down. So if there's any inward cutting pieces, it won't do that. It'll just go straight from wherever it is, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'll do the gauntlets in 2 separate pieces, a top half and a bottom half, and then I'll have it kind of hinged or some type of clear material underneath to kind of hide it. So I won't finalize how I'm exactly doing it until I see the material at hand. But her gauntlets are definitely see-through, and so are the little leg doohickey thingies, which is why we did not finish the leg work pieces, just because I already have all the EVA foam cut out, but I do not want to assemble it until I have the vacuum form part, so I know how I can attach it properly. I don't want to just glue it in place, so. Oh, one other side note about the Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime thing. That's free. You do have to manually do it every single month. So whether it's for me or for anybody else, you do have to manually do that. Where if you do a normal subscription, you can do it where it automatically will renew each month. And all Amazon Prime ones are exactly the same as a normal sub. So you get all the same benefits, as well as the streamer gets all the same same profit from it, I guess, as a normal sub. And typically it's a little bit under 50%. Anywhere between like 25 and 50, depending on how nice Twitch is gonna be that day. Oh, okay. I thought it froze for a second. Ah. Okay, I've been talking about it. Sorry. Okay, we're just about done with these parts. And the second piece, we always go faster on just because we always... I know what I'm doing then, so... Decline? I don't know who you are. Go away! I had a random phone call. Okay, those are done. So next, there. Move this a little closer so I can see. So next what we're going to be doing, same as the first one. So right now, you see in here, there's a little bit of a white mark and everything. That is that one is Quick Seal, which was how we filled the crack between the EVA foam and the 3D printed material. And typically you do that just working in EVA foam to fill any or hide any cracks and seams. And when you airbrush paint, you usually use a tape to mask off the different areas. And so that's kind of like the tape lines of where our paint didn't exactly meet up. And so I just go back with black paint and go around everything just to make it a little more clear, a little more crisp. Other ways that you could do this is you could just simply airbrush paint black there, but the likelihood of messing up with an airbrush paint that's black on top of this and not having it go a little bit too high up the wall or anything is pretty high. So I'd rather do this process by hand. And then I can kind of control it a little bit more. I find it funny. We had everybody talking in chat when we were talking about video games. Everybody was really excited. Oh no, my battery's running low. That's okay. Is the common love for everyone? Oh yeah. Well, I know we have a lot of new people on as well, and a lot of people don't know that I actually play the games of the cosplays or watch the shows of the cosplays that I make. That's typically one of my things that I do. Every cosplay I've made I've watched or played the game for show. So it's just something I like. I like to cosplay the characters I like. Not just cosplay to cosplay. I'm typically a genuine nerd, one of us. Sometimes. I don't hide it as much anymore. When I was younger, I definitely hid it a lot. Where like, a lot of my friends didn't even know I did stuff like this, or they didn't know I played games, or went to conventions. I am starting to hit the wall. Saturdays we're gaming till like 1 a.m. And we'd start the stream at 7:30 or 7, I don't know. I did something like that. And so we'd always have wine because I'd just eaten dinner and then we'd just relax together. But I had to change my schedule. So now we stream during the day on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays typically. Today is Tuesday, so fancy that. Yeah, it's the specific flavor. I like dry wine. I don't like sweet whatsoever. I like more the crisp of the grapes, and it's a white wine. I've done red. I'm okay with it. I grew up on red just because of Catholic and having wine every Sunday. So I was kind of used to it. But I just find wine, or white wine, to be a lot more, for streaming, a lot more relaxing. I always wanted, like, I started off with red, but then as I streamed more, I kind of went more towards white, because I enjoyed it a lot more, but red wine you typically drink hot, where white wine you typically drink cold. And I wanted something cold and refreshing on my throat while I streamed, so I kind of switched to that, and it was a lot more crisp and like happy, and where red wine's more serious, kind of, it seems to me. And it also, red wine stains your teeth and your tongue, and you know, when you're doing a game stream or something and you're like this close, I don't want you looking, so. Nice. Tuesday? No. Yeah, Brian, if you're gonna watch the stream after I'm done, thank you again for the wine. I finally finished it. Or, well, not finally, you gave it to me just recently and it's gone, but yeah. Yeah, if you ever want to send me wine, you can. You can do, you can send me something to my P.O. box if you want. Just if you do send any wine, you might want to bubble wrap it. Okay, there we go. Forgot I had a P.O. box, yes. The P.O. box is still the same. I think I still had it for another, I think another 4 months, 3 or 4 months, and then I'll be changing the P.O. box to a closer area. But right now, you can send anything there. You'll send me half empty bottle of wine, of course. Thanks. Yeah. Hi Arthas, welcome on. Yeah, Pam sent me wine a couple of times. And I've got a few fan notes from that, so it's been really nice. I'm doing good, thanks. How about yourself? Yeah. Well, I sent him something back too. He's really sweet, so. Not saying I'm gonna send everybody something back. Just making that clear. Don't feel. It's hot. I love that. Yeah, I understand. It's like I'm happy I don't have my light above me on. I only have that one. If I had that one on, the room would be really hot, and I'm not playing a game right. I love that. It's like, is it a chocolate bar? I don't know. It's so cute. Just the whoosh, and he's like, no, help me. Throws away his fan note. Aww. Hey, I've sent you stuff though, Mel. You think it's a table? I think you're right. I think it is a table. I always thought. I always thought it was like a chocolate with like chocolate coming out behind it. Oh. I like it as a chocolate bar though. Have I tried using LED bulbs? They don't give off as much heat. Oh, well, this is not it's not like a light thingy. It's a light that's that long and like a strip, it's that. It's not supposed to produce any heat, but when you're sitting under it the whole time with a window and sun and stuff, and then I've got my circle-y light over there, and then the heat of the computer coming to me, and if I have the normal fan light coming on, But yeah, I typically have the LED kind of bulbs, but they're hit or miss. Most of the places I have, they break on me for some reason. I don't know why. So. It was funniest chocolate bar. Yeah. Your old computer used to heat up the entire room about 5. Oh yeah. When I was playing DayZ, the heat was just like killing me. I was like, oh, go away. So I'm gonna have to change my computer thingy. I don't know what it's called. The box thingy. It got kind of moved when we added like a new little thing. I'm so bad with computers, by the way. That's why I have an IT department. But it got moved to add in more drive stuff or something. I don't know. More memory thingies and I don't know. But so now it just heats more, and it's up off the ground. I've got little like leg things for it, so it's like off the ground about that much to kind of help. Case, yes. Yeah. Okay, I gotta do, so next we're gonna do the blue a little bit on the inside. Yeah, I haven't, so at the new location, I haven't had to have IT help me at all, which is nice. But definitely, we haven't done a gaming stream at the new place here. So we'll kind of have to test that out. Have a few people on call. Help me! This isn't working! Ah! I know how to do most of it myself, but I still have issues, so. The thingy with the thing over the thing. Yes! You're speaking tag language now. This one's so much nicer than the other one. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I gotta go back. Yeah, I have... I just... yeah. Words are bad. Words are hard. Meh. Meh. I need to go touch up some paint on another piece, so give me 2 seconds. very first one, I had added a highlight section, but I didn't do it to the other side, and I wasn't doing it on this one. So I wanted to go and cover it up real quick as I was remembering. Yes. I have reached lack of wine. So one thing about my streams, you definitely know when I start to hit the wall. I think it was when I was doing my gaming streams really late on Saturdays, you could hear, or like you could tell when I hit the wall of, I'm so fucking tired. Like, ugh. Some of our Atlas streams that went to like 3 a.m. and I'm just like, yeah, thanks for watching. Oh, I'm still here. Okay, we're going, go left, go. Oh, that's how I was. I was awful. We would all hit the wall and then keep going. Oh yeah. Okay, you can do the black little line here. You can tell, like, at the beginning of my streams now, I'm all super energetic and happy and stuff because I just had lunch and I'm all good to go. And then by the end of it, I'm like, I'm fried. Need food. Need wine. Cough. Your favorite cosplay from me is definitely the Diablo one. Which one? I got two. So I did Ariel and I did Tyrael. And I was gonna do Malthael, but I did a vote and this one ended up winning this Atlantic Mercy for TwitchCon. Otherwise, I was gonna do Malthael for TwitchCon, but also they kind of didn't give much time. They like announced this like on the 24th of last month, I think, and I didn't start it till the 1st of July. So definitely Malthael is gonna, like, if I do want to do it, but if I do ever make it, it's gonna probably be more of like a 3-month cosplay just because of the wings. Yes, we will have wings for Malthael. Interesting. Just like Ariel and Tyrael, and I would love to do smoke machines on it and stuff, and like it would just be a little bit more. That one for TwitchCon was definitely like a little bit more of, it'd be a little bit more experimental because I haven't done fog stuff before. The wings are different from my other ones. It'd be a lot larger, a lot of leather work and all this other stuff. Where this Mercy cosplay is almost, for me, like a copy and paste, where I took the stuff that worked about Comet Medic Ziegler and the moving wings and the plexiglass and everything, what worked, what didn't work about it, and then taking the lightweight and the bone structure and what worked with Pink Mercy, and then I combined those two Mercies to make this one, and kind of combined the best of both worlds. And this one was like a little bit more of like a copy and paste of like, I already know how to make this, I'm just making it. Where Malthael is more of, it would be more of an experimental, if that makes sense. Every time you hit the wall, you usually just stop what you're doing because you know if you keep going, you'll either half-assed or you'd mess up and have to fix it. Oh, trust me, it's that way too. There's a lot of stuff that I've streamed where I'll stream it just to finish it or something, and I'll push through, and then at the end I'll look at it the next day and I'm like, we're gonna redo this. So that's just how it is, but I'm okay with it. They're both fucking awesome. Aw, thank you. You keep trying to get her to play the evil character with us. Let's see, how many characters have we done with wings now? This is our 4th Mercy. We've got Ariel, Tyrael, Asuna, so that's 7. Am I missing any? think that's all of them. Weird noise. Numbers don't actually go that high. We did, Margarita doesn't have wings, but she's kind of an angel. Kinda. She's called one. I think that's it. I am totally blanking out on what I've actually made now. But I'm definitely drawn to characters with wings. You didn't get flagged for that! Wasn't it last stream it got flagged? Or like a few streams ago? Saying one without wings. Okay. Well, the rest have, don't have wings. You're the only one that says Mount Lady? Wait, somebody else write Mount Lady. Because I know, Mel, you're a mod. So if you're not a mod, write that. Except when you say it, Mel. Oh, okay, there we go. That's funny. See, Mel could be talking tons of shit and stuff and nobody gets flagged, but then somebody else comes in and then they're banned for it. But now the term is permitted for an hour or two. Ah. It's like Fight Club, the first rule, don't talk about. Oh. Okay, I need to move this over here so I can see better. There we go. There we go. Oh, so exciting news. We have 2 new prints coming. I just ordered them, so they should be arriving hopefully in the next week or 2. And you can pre-order them on my website, and that is for Wicked Lady from Sailor Moon, and also Ruler, or Joan de Arc, from Fate. So you can check those out on my website in my print store. Kind of think you like characters with tails too. Only one character has tails. What do you mean, Mel? I have characters, a lot of characters that have butt capes. If that's what you mean. But only Keita Ari has a tail, I think. You include the butt capes as tails. Okay. Okay. Well then, maybe. There we go. Oh. Well, I can't help it if Blizzard likes to make a lot of characters that have long butt tails. Or butt skirts and stuff. It's like, I feel like I've done this already, but it's only our 4th time doing this. Let's see, what am I gonna do after the stream's done? Well, I think I'm gonna probably go, well, probably wait a little bit and then go to HEB because I don't want the rush hour to happen after everybody gets off at work at like 4:30 or 5. And then make lunch. Make dinner. I don't even know what I'm gonna eat tonight. I don't know. I gotta figure that out. And then, yeah, rush hour meaning, like a lot of people, when they get off of work, they go to like the grocery store right after because they're already out and then they're on their way home, so they just stop there. So it kind of is like the rush hour time because that's when everybody's in there like this and that, and there's tons of people. Free food coupons, nice. Yeah, so you kind of have that. And then I may spray clear coats on this. I'm not sure, but I'll probably end up spending the end of the night playing Daisy. So. Gotta get some wine while you're there. Let me find the name of the one you were talking about. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, no, definitely I go and get wine like every time I go to the store. I'll do that and I'll get some more of my margarita mix. It's not margarita with like tequila or anything. It's winerita, so it has wine in it, so it's even stronger. And so yeah, I love that stuff. You can ask just great, because he's had a conversation with me getting drunk off of it. That was fun. Golden bottle, can't miss it. Okay, I'll look for it. Yeah, it does sound a little scary, but I'll look. Any drink that tastes too good and has alcohol. Oh, yeah. When drinks taste really good, that's a bad thing. That's why I don't, like, I used to, when I was, when I first turned 21 many years ago, I started off with, well, I always liked wine. I drink wine a lot beforehand. I do not encourage underage drinking. Underage drinking is bad. Make sure you are legal to drink, blah, blah, blah. Okay, into conversation, but, I really, like, I loved wine still beforehand, but I drank a lot of the Jamaican Me Happy stuff, and it was this really high sugary drink that was pink. It tasted wonderful, and it gave me the most worst headaches and hangovers ever. But they were so delicious, and I would just drink them, and you didn't taste any like alcohol in it at all, and yeah, those are dangerous. Okay, you have to go to sleep. Have a good day. Oh, well, thanks for stopping by, Eclipse, and have a wonderful sleep. So, see you next time. Much love. Okay. Vodka anythings are dangerous. Yeah. Alright, so now we're just gonna do our little black outline there. That's why you're not drinking. Don't underage drink, kids. Usually just drink straight liquor. No flavors, no mixers, etc. Oh my gosh. Technically, my stream, you have to click a button so you know the stream is for a mature audience and blah blah blah. So you have to click a button to even come here. So that kind of helps, I guess. Maybe. Except for everybody that's underage and wants to watch me and learn how I make cosplays, and I'm talking about drinking, and don't drink. Drinking is bad. Okay, we got a little bit longer on my phone before it dies. A good drink comes out as it gets mixed with tequila, Coca-Cola, ice, and lemon. Ooh. Let's see. The most dangerous drink for me, which I will never drink. The smell of it makes me throw up now. Thank you, Adam. I love you. You introduced the best drink in the world to me, and you also introduced the drink I hate the most in the world now. It was Shambori, which is basically, it's a round circle with like a cross on top. It's the Holy Grail, literally. Hello, I'm already looks amazing. Good job. Aw, well, thank you, Nina. Welcome on. But it's basically a Holy Grail, like the hand grenade. And you get a strawberry. Strawberries are my favorite fruit. And then you hollow out the inside, you put Shimbori inside, and then you put whipped cream on top. Amazing. Amazing deadly things. Well, I got the bright idea, and this is when I was like 21. I got the bright idea of, let's make this into an even better drink. Instead of a strawberry shot, let's just get a cup, fill it halfway with Shimbori, put some strawberry chunks in it, get some ice cream, put it inside and some whipped cream, and let's have that. Not one of my brightest moments, to say the least. So yeah, that was a fun night and morning and next day, and yeah. Alcohol and energy drinks, yeah. This is the what you shouldn't do stream now. Oh my gosh, there's so many interesting people like driving by right now in cars and stuff. Oh, I have to show you before my phone dies. The most interesting thing I've ever seen was a man today walking around. This is outside my window, carrying a cross. I was very surprised by this. I'll leave it at that. But he walked to the very end of the street, and like 30 minutes later, he walked back. So, and I texted one of my friends that lives here, and they're like, yeah, he does it all the time. So. Just thought I would share that. I know we don't talk about religion, sorry, I thought it was very interesting. I never actually saw that. Cursed image normally in your country. Wait. Yeah, I've never seen that, just walking next to a road and a school. Like, I understand if you're doing... Okay, I'm sorry, change conversations, I'm breaking my rules, sorry. Okay. Continue painting. Here we go. And done. Okay, so all the detail stuff's done for that. The only last part I want to do is the small little bit doing that. Darn it. Just like we did on the other one. Which way are we going? So the inside, I want to paint these, which are the parts for the lights. They're the switches. So doing that, also we're going to cover up some of this. So. Okay. And my phone's gonna die probably in like a few minutes. And it's 4 o'clock. We're gonna try to finish this up in time. And oh, we have new people on Discord. Welcome, welcome. And cheers everybody, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and if so, press that follow button. Okay. And I decided to do this when we did the first one just because it just made it where it was less distracting and it made it just feel a lot more crisp. Sorry y'all can't see it too well. Let's see if I can kind of see then. All right. So anybody have any plans this week? Anything exciting happening? I like keep thinking it's Monday and it's not Monday, it's Tuesday because I'm streaming on the wrong day. Try not to get my hair in the paint. My plans for this week is we'll be finishing these wings, finish the harness. Hopefully we'll find out the results of TwitchCon if we got in or not. Also, swimming of course, always have swimming on the list. And then we'll do new tiers on Patreon, so I'm going to be adding those, so that's kind of exciting. That'll take me some work to type it all up though and actually set those tiers. Prosty, thank you for the new follow. Much love. And then more turtles. Playing Daisy. Probably check out that new the Boys show on, I think it was Amazon, or is it on HBO? I think it's Amazon. So see if that's any good. Amazon, okay. But yeah, otherwise I don't have anything big planned. It's like nice because I've been having so much stuff like I gotta do this and this and this and this. And it's like I have an open weekend that's kind of like done. You liked it and it had good reviews, but you expect it won't be for everyone. Okay, we're gonna turn it. So I can get into here a little bit more. Fingers there. You're curious if you will like it. You kind of think I will. I think I will. It looks looks like a show that I will. Wasn't I the one that told you about it anyway? No watching around kids, okay. So, I should watch it all the time then. So then there's no kiddos around. Alright, I think we gotta flip it now. You mentioned it first, but you'd already planned on watching it. Okay. Don't remember how I painted this in the other one. Yeah, I know it's only one season. Might go see your brother this weekend with the new puppy. Oh yeah, I forgot you saw the new puppy. How is it? Is it jumpy? Is it barky? Very calm, actually. Sounds like my type of dog then. Which is good because it's going to be a very large puppy. Oh. If you're just tuning in, we are currently working on the Atlantic Mercy All-Stars cosplay from Overwatch. It is the Overwatch League skin for this year. And we are doing touch-up paint on the wings. So. Good Munfish. Looks awesome. Aw, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, we are using we're using black acrylic paint right now to kind of just touch up the insides. Just noticed when I had him up that it looks like white parts inside and kind of want to hide it a little bit more. And the blue parts that you're seeing are 3D printed out of PETG, or PEGT, no, PETG maybe. It's a kind of clear blue filament from a 3D printer, and I did all the CAD myself, and on the inside are blue fairy lights, so they light up. The rest of the wing has a 3D printed ABS material bone structure. And then the, excuse me. Sorry, can you turn it so we can do a little more on here? And then the other material for the smaller part of the wings is all EVA foam. and it's got 3 coats of plastic on it. And then been airbrush painted, and we're doing some details with the black acrylic paint right now. And then the wing extensions, which are the clear kind of transparent pieces on the top that are blue and purple, are 0.03 inches plexiglass. I think we got all of it. It's like hard to tell because there's a blue glow on things. So yeah. Awesome! So, whoop, it's done. Let me go lay this down real quick. I'll show off the full piece now. Let's see if I can get the right wing. Okay, so here is the full wing then. And Fish, thank you for the new follow. Much love. So then the wing, once it's fully painted, is this. Whoosh. Very happy with it. If you're interested on the moving aspect of it, watch my last stream where I show it. So yeah. And then it does come apart into 2 different pieces, and the it does light up too. There's 2 little switches. Hopefully everything is dry. So there and there. So then it lights up. So that's our piece. Woot! Alrighty. Oh, I'm tired. We didn't go that much over our normal time, so that's good. But yeah. So we finished painting the wings, which is really exciting. I know, I look tired. I am tired. So we finished painting the wings, so the next step for the wings are to do a clear sudden enamel spray paint over them just to seal it, and it'll make the shine of the acrylic, the hand acrylic paint has a more matte shine than the airbrush paint, and so when you do one solid coat of the clear enamel spray paint, that'll make it all look consistent and even, and then I'll finish it, and then the wings will be done, and I'll be excited, and yeah. We still have a lot to do with the cosplay. I'm gonna do 3D modeling again of the crown, so our updates to the crown that we need to do, add magnets to it, get the back of it working, because it didn't work out. And then got some more airbrush painting on some other parts and some updating of the harness. We're gonna redo the straps because the first attempt on the straps, it worked, but it was not comfortable for me. It was fine when I had a shirt on, but because it's gonna be under the costume, I wanna add a little bit more support, change some of the structures on some things. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that. And then we'll need to do the vacuum forming stuff and the staff, and I think that's pretty much it. We've got most everything else done. So, woot. Now, hopefully we'll hear back soon from TwitchCon on if we got in or not, and I'll keep everybody posted. Of course, if we do not get in, we will be continuing this cosplay. So, don't worry about that. For this whole cosplay, I'm just gonna keep highlighting it, and we'll keep putting it back so anybody can watch it later on to help answer any of your questions on things for the future. So yeah, much love everybody. Thank you for watching. Also, I have to do a little ad, but if you scroll down, there's a little picture of me. and you can click it and you can get, it'll bring you to getathreads.com, G-E-T-A threads.com, and if you use code Tiffany Gordon 15, then you can get 15% off your order from them. So go check that out, and yeah. Which is not a bathing suit. No, it's not a bathing suit. So, yep, as well as you can check me out on any of my social medias. They're all at Tiffany Gordon Cosplay. That is obviously for Twitch, for Instagram, for Facebook, YouTube, and also for Patreon. So sign up. You got a day left tomorrow to get stuff for this month, and then on the 1st of next month we will be adding in the print tier as well as the the fan sign tier. So check that out. I also have a private Instagram that's Patreon exclusive if you want access to that, which is all the behind the scenes of how I make my cosplays. I don't post a lot of the behind the scenes on my normal Instagram account. It is all going over to that one, as well as bathing suit pictures are on there, and whatever else I'm doing in my real life, you know, because it's just whatever. So yeah, and if you want to follow me on Twitter, that is at Tiffany Cosplay. It's the only one that's different, and there's an open Discord. If you exclamation point Discord, or scroll down on my Twitch page, you can join that, blah 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 blah. Yeah. I'm tired. Where's my wine? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you to everybody who followed. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you also to Fo for the resub, and to OMG for the new sub. Greatly appreciated. You will be in the scrolly thing next stream, and we'll either stream Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. One of those days. We'll see. So, thanks again, guys. Much love. And see you next time. Stay tuned for the credits. What's up?